What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another Slab Stocks Sundays episode here on the Slab Stocks YouTube channel as we look at the PWCC Weekly Auction, number 85 this time. Of course, all these episodes powered by PWCC as we look at how the market is changing, the rare cards available, and maybe even some cards we're going to be snagging for our collections. And tonight, we will be talking about a few different things, including the Burbank Card Show. Of course, Julian's Who Be Buying segment. Are you ready, Julian?
Fan favorites back.
We back, and then we'll also be just talking with you all in the chat, engaging with you all throughout the night. So thank you to anyone who's come so far. Be sure to throw in the comments if you're here early, anything that you might have available for sale tonight, so we can highlight that at the start of the stream. But first thing we're going to do tonight, what's up, Kevin? What's up, Joel? Is we are going to start talking about the Burbank Card Show pretty soon here. But I just want to give a shout out that tonight in the auction there is 11,331 different items ending. That's a lot of cards, so be sure to hop on the PWCCmarketplace.com, throw in some searches into the search bar under weekly auction number 85 down here, maybe see if there's something you can snag on a deal for tonight if you want to add to your collection. Otherwise, this might be the biggest card, at least most expensive card that's ever sold in a weekly auction. I mean, we've done 85 of these episodes now, and I can't remember a card going for over 100 grand, but we got a Charizard CSG 10 first edition at 130 grand. So yeah, if anyone's got the big dollars. Julian, you?
Absolutely not. I wish.
Yeah, so I mean, I probably wouldn't be buying a Charizard, but crazy card ending tonight for those that I guess might be interested, or at least it's cool to look at. There's some other expensive Jordans and vintage, and then there's a really big Bobby Wood Jr. card ending tonight. Talk about a player that has completely turned their season around. You know, we've been talking about Bobby Wood Jr. throughout the season so far, and a lot of it's been not very good. You know, stats pretty bad, barely at league average hitting, but now he's already up to 120 OPS plus. He's at 28 home runs. And if I go on to Baseball Reference and look at his last 28 days, he's got 975 OPS with 8 home runs, which is very impressive. So cooling down a little bit recently, but wow, he's been very good. What's up, Ken? How are you doing? Welcome to the show. Let us know anyone that has anything available for sale tonight, and we'll be sure to at least shout out a couple items as we talk about the Burbank Card Show. So we just got back last night. We were there from Wednesday night. We broke Cosmic Chrome Wednesday release morning, flew into Orange County Wednesday night, and then we did Disneyland on Thursday. So Julian, why don't you give us your take, at least to start, on the Burbank Card Show itself, overall thoughts, impressions, and then we'll go from there. And also Max says, hey guys, hope you're all full. Well, Max, both of us are not feeling too well after this weekend of soccer, but at least you all lost to and got robbed against Arsenal away versus us losing at Forest at home. So
we don't need to talk about it.
All right. So Julian, impressions on the Burbank Card Show. We just got back last night.
I mean, it was a blast. First time for both of us at the Burbank Card Show. Super big convention center. Location was amazing. There is a Blaze Pizza down the street that Aaron and I went to 3 times potentially. Maybe. Disneyland was like right across the street. So that was great. Location was great. And then in terms of cards, I thought it was a real treat just because the National, as like every year there's like that year gap where I'm like, okay, I'm going to see some crazy cards. And then obviously I'll see some good cards, but there's nothing like to that magnitude. So I feel like we just ended the National and then we got to see some crazy cards again. So it was a lot of fun. You and I both noticed that there was not as much cash on the table. People were still looking to do deals, but it was mainly just more so trades, cash for smaller deals. So those were my impressions from the, day and a half of we were there.
Around
like just the card show. 2 days.
It was about 2 days total between 2 half days because of the Thursday preview night and then the Saturday morning.
And I'll throw in I talked about in the newsletter was they did it was like a 2-floor convention center. So
yeah,
they had, like, the corporate at the bottom, and then there was like the dealers on top. And like we went down to corporate at first because we didn't like know where everything was. And as a collector, I really liked it because like I'm not a big fan of the National like walking through all the corporate, but I know it's going to be there. But I know corporate was complaining because like obviously nobody's gonna go down there unless there's like dealers.
Yeah, or unless they need to, get say done, drop off cards for grain, drop off cards for vaulting, like a PWCC. Like I talked to the team there about a card that I've got actually going to the premier auction here pretty soon, which is going to be fun to track. But yeah, so I agree with you. It was technically a three level convention because you have the first floor you walk into, and then kind of the basement, which is like where the corporate was, the upper level, which was the the dealers. So it was more disjointed than other shows that I've been to. But what I have to say is that like that we spent the full day there on Friday, but what I felt helped a lot was on Saturday. Shout out to Stephanie Mauer Breaks and shout out to Burbank for helping put this on and everything. The kids trade area on Saturday was awesome. That was in kind of like where the corporate area was. So that helped a lot. I felt that there's really good energy there. And but yeah, all around like really good show in my opinion. Got some cool deals done. Definitely was a nice change of pace for I think UME versus the national, which is like go nonstop, no break with the booth, constantly busy. Like here it was definitely busy and talking to a lot of people, filming a lot of content, which we'll have some vlogs out soon here on, but it wasn't anywhere near the busyness of the national. We got to just kind of like look for cards maybe we want for our own collection or just a couple deals to buy and sell here soon. And picked up some cool cards. Julian, what was your favorite pickup at the show?
Favorite pickup. You're having me look over my shoulder to see. I got all of them lying out. I picked up a Caleb Williams Orange Shimmer, so I'm a big Bowman Chrome University fan, and obviously he's been balling. So I like that card. I got a Josh Giddey tie-dye auto. He just cracks me up. I think he's a really funny guy and a great player.
Had auto.
Yeah.
Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, you had some nice pickups there. I love that you got yourself a Caleb. Max says, I support nothing at the moment. Did Julian not get stopped for height on Disneyland rides? No, it was a close call on some of them. I mean, the Incredicoaster, they almost didn't let him on. They almost didn't, give him the access to the ride because of that height, Max. But I think that they made an exception for him. But
I can't forget. See, like you caught me in the moment. I should have thought of everything I bought. But I also got a Xavi 2015 Flawless game used patched auto, which is probably my favorite pickup because those don't come around very often. And 2015 Flawless is kind of like a huge set for soccer.
Massive set. That's a sick card. I was a big fan of that one you got. My favorite pickup has to be the Hank Aaron Superfractor Stadium Club I got from Jordan. I don't know if Jordan's watching right now. I know that the show is ending today and he's on the West Coast right now. Yeah, the Hank Aaron Superfractor from 2020 Stadium Club. Shout out to Jordan for working with me on a deal. I saw that in one of his. Shout out to Jordan. If anyone wants to see how dealers do it, going to shows and maybe helping get more looks at their cards. He ran like a 5-part series on his Instagram Live where he was basically going through the different cards he had for different sports and split them up into different videos. And Julian was watching our drive down and it's like Hank Aaron Superfractor. Hank Aaron Superfractor. Like you don't really see those very often because there's not many sets that they put the legend players in. Like they don't really have like a base tops chrome card for these legend players. But in the same club set's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful image of Hank Aaron, and I was very happy about that. And then also Coco Gauff is absolutely balling right now in the U.S. Open. She just advanced to the semifinals. Quarterfinals today, and I got a Topps Chrome Orange Refractor auto PSA 10 of her, which is a very tough card to get. That she had not signed many cards in that set. I think in total, it's possibly under 90. It's Refractor auto out of 50, and then Orange out of 25, like Rose Gold out of 10, and there's probably a Red out of 5 in a Superfractor, so like under 90. That really reminds me of 11 Stranger Things first autographs. Hers were the exact same way. It's only out of 50 and less. It's literally like the exact same thing. So very excited about that. Super rare, and hopefully she gets to the finals and maybe wins the U.S. Open. That'd be crazy. But all in all, it was a great time. And Max's father and son at Disneyland. Disneyland was awesome, man.
I think Max is calling you old.
Nah, he's just calling you 10.
I
mean, that no matter what that.
I don't know how it is in England, but if they got 10-year-olds with facial hair, that's kind of creepy.
I think all around that's a creepy situation, no matter what it is. really quick, favorite thing you did at Disneyland before we move on to the auction?
Favorite thing in Disneyland. I thought the Incredibles ride was really really fun. I wasn't expecting. Usually, I told Aaron this. So like usually you get on these roller coasters and it like takes a while for them to like check everything's good, and then you start going and it stops at the start and like it waits a little bit. But it was like we got in like 10 seconds, they checked, then we went, and then we were like, stop. And then it was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then it just like shot us. And I was like, it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was like a rocket ship. It was a fun ride. It was good. I was not expecting. I like literally was in the midst of taking off my glasses like as it was going, as I expected to start that fast.
Yeah.
No, that
What
was a cool
else?
one.
Well, I have to throw in also I keep thinking the Tower of Terror, but it was like the Guardians of the Galaxy one.
Yeah,
Like that one, like obviously not my favorite ride itself, but like the environment we were in, like with the photo being taken of us, like there was like so many different things going on while we were riding that, and there were a couple like little kids, and I felt so bad because like it was like I was like so like confused as to what was going on. So that was interesting. I don't know favorite, but that was an interesting.
you were kind of screaming on that one.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the big like up and then just like plummeting, but um yeah, and I don't want to interrupt you earlier, but I have to throw in with the change of pace with Burbank. It was nice that I wasn't completely sweating my butt off and that I could walk through the aisles without like running into people.
Yeah, it was very large aisles. I'd almost even say like 20 feet, like width between the all the rows. And the AC was very nice in there. I was not hot at all. And then Ken said that Shipshawana was actually this weekend today, as I think. And he goes, Shipshawana is crazy packed and busy, also stupid hot. I did hear that's very hot at the Shipshawana show. So hopefully y'all have survived then, packed plenty of water. Really quick before we get in, my favorite thing at Disneyland, I think, had to be Radiator Springs. They brought, cars. They pretty much brought cars to life, and the Radiator Springs thing was so cool. It was like a full size little town of Radiator Springs, and the ride was really cool. It was like Test Track. If anyone's ever been to Disney World Test Track, they basically turned into a Cars ride, which was awesome. And yeah, I was a huge fan. Super super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, Jerry. We didn't see any Lorcana there. If they had Lorcana, definitely would have. I also heard that it's not really releasing in all places yet. So, um, yeah. If whenever I find it, hopefully I can get some. Real music. I'm not sure where you would have seen us, but if you met, oh, I see. Real music. We were gone. We left yesterday morning, so we weren't there on Sunday today, or yesterday afternoon about. All right. This is good timing because we are now 12 seconds away from extended bidding starting tonight. We've got a lot of different cards favorited on the watch list for tonight because there's some really, really big pieces ending in this auction. Also, some smaller dollar ones I'm really excited about. And we're going to play a game to start here tonight. And we're probably going to spend around 15 minutes or so doing this. And then we're going to spend around 15 minutes on Julian's Who Be Buying segment. So, for those of you who are here, maybe like 2 months ago, we did this, bringing it back where we've got 3 cards in this row. We're going to do a lot of different rare cards. And Julian and I are going to pick a card each that we, like the best out of this selection of 3. And the other person cannot pick the same card as the other. And then once we go down to the second row, we cannot pick the same sport twice. So there might have to be an exception at some point because right now it's all baseball right there, but we'll see what's up. So I want you all to play along as we go. Feel free to select the card in the row that you like the most. Of these 3, we've got the Bobby Witt Jr. Orange Refractor Auto at 25 PSA 10, Dirk Nowitzki 2003 SP Game Used Logo Man Patch 1 of 1, and a Kobe Bryant SGC 9 with the 10 Auto Exquisite Patch Auto numbered out of 100. Julian, I'll let you go first. Take your pick.
I mean, I'd probably have to go with the Kobe. Just love me some Kobe Bryant. The older stuff is always super cool. That patch is nasty. I'm assuming it's either his number or his name on the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kobe collectors are. There's a large amount of Kobe collectors. You can't. There aren't many people you could go up to and be like, "Hey, are you interested in a Kobe card?" And they say no. Legendary player, great card. I don't think you can go wrong with a 2003 Exquisite.
Yeah, no, that's a super nice one. I actually was going to pick that one. Also, Papradasha, Steve in the house, talk about a legend. Used to break with us all the time. He's got Papradasha as his logo. That's the guy I pulled the Jasper Silas and Papradasha from, and he switched his name after that. But I'm gonna have to go with the Bobby Witt Jr. here. Sorry, Jordan. There's not many things in Bowman that people look for more than the orange refractor autos at 25. I know the golds get a lot of love, but in Bowman, collectors do love the oranges. They do sell for a significant amount more than the golds. In other sets, I do feel like that the golds and anything that's relatively close numbered are a little closer in price, but Bowman collectors love their oranges. Very nice card, obviously great grade, and he's really coming on strong this year. I know the Royals are terrible, so to have cards sell for a lot of money for a long time or even increase in value, the teams generally have to get good at some point. But they're not really even close to contending with other teams that have really great young players on them, like the Mariners and Julio Rodriguez. Diamondbacks are at least in the hunt. Ellie De La Cruz, the Reds, all that different stuff. Diamondbacks being Corbin Carroll. But I'll still take that card. Super nice card and hard to beat it, definitely in the prospecting world.
The reason I paused at the beginning, like between the two cards, I was between the Dirk and the Kobe, was because I was going to be like, I could sell the Dirk to Jordan.
Sell the Dirk, buy the Kobe, and have extra money.
Yes.
Love it. All right, we're gonna go to the next row, and
you can't do baseball. That means
but
I'm going to take a card.
I'm taking an exception. No, I'm taking an exception here. I'm picking first. This is a tough one, actually. You've got the first, and I want y'all to let us know in the comments which one you take here. If let's just say money, like you wouldn't make more money by taking the most expensive card right now. Let's say, Mike Trout first Bowman Chrome Refractor Auto BGS 9.5. Shohei Ohtani orange refractor auto of 25 BGS 9.510. And Aaron Judge Topps Chrome update Superfractor Auto rookie, 1 of 1, but it's the All-Star game. It's not like his base image. It's an All-Star game logo down there, and that is a 9.5 grade. I'm going to go with the Ohtani. I know he just got hurt with the arm and won't be pitching likely next year, but there's not many cards out there that are super nice of him on-card autos with him hitting. Like you do have the Bowman Chrome rookie autos, but if you get an orange refractor auto of Ohtani in the Bowman Chrome where he's hitting, I have to imagine that card is like over $50,000. Let me see here. These barely sell, actually. Yeah, 52K was the last sale of November of last year. So it's saying it'll be 100 grand today by the card letter estimated value. So I will take a card that's way less valuable that I can afford, that looks really good, on-card auto of him in the hitting pose, or batting pose, I should say, for way less money. It's at $8,000 right now. I love that card. We had 2 comments for Trout so far from Big John and Jerry. Julian, what's the pick?
I'm following the comments. I'm going with Mike Trout. I don't think that it's probably one of the most stable cards of a current baseball player that you can buy. All-time great. Can't go wrong with the Mike Trout, although I'm assuming they're still on track to miss the playoffs, right?
They are on track to miss the playoffs, and he still is on the injured list, so he really hasn't been able to do what he's been doing for the last, 5-7 years at his peak. The injuries have really stifled his career. The card is actually quite stable, as Julian pointed out, over the last year. It really has hovered between like 10 to 13K, so it's pretty much all in the same range. It used to be like a $40,000, $50,000 card, but a lot of other cards are really expensive. Actually, it's maybe have been more expensive. 50K about. But as we know, other cards are more expensive back 2 years ago also. So nice pick. I mean, hopefully he gets back to playing, 130 plus games in a year again pretty soon, because he is one of the best to ever do it. And it'd be nice to see him finish out his career strong. That's for sure. Trout, not a Hall of Famer, says Keith.
What?
Keith, let me just take a quick look. That is a big that I think that's actually like physically impossible. He's got 85.1 WAR, and as Nate's always pointed out here, in the past, once you cross the 60 WAR threshold, it really gives you a good shot to make the Hall of Fame. And he's got a career 301 average, 368 home runs, 994 OPS. For him not to make the Hall of Fame, I actually think that's probably impossible unless he plays like another 7 years at like below average baseball. But if he's going to at least play and hopefully stay moderately healthy, like hopefully he gets to 120 games a year over his next few years. He's at 82 this year so far, which is obviously not great. I can't see him missing the Hall of Fame. That seems like impossible.
Only way I see it is if he pulls Wander.
Yeah,
It's got to
and
be off the field issues.
yeah, or yeah, I guess you could say. I mean, if you want to make sense, maybe a little bit more possible, like Barry Bonds. Well,
Juicing.
yeah, but I don't think that's the case. Obviously, I'm just saying, from like Wander's a very unique case. I don't want to put Mike Trout in that category. All right. Next up, we got 3 different sports here, so we can take the pickings here. You go first, I'll go next. We got Steph Curry, flawless patch auto of 10, PSA 10. Austin Matthews out 100, PSA 10 exclusives, rookie, Young Guns, or Virtuoso, which is one of the best national treasures auto sets ever. Tom Brady on card from 2012.
I'm gonna go with the Steph Curry. I big fan of Steph Curry, the on card auto with the sweet patch. Funny enough, I actually watched. There was a I think it's on Prime. There was like a Steph Curry documentary that came out. I don't know how long ago it came out, but I watched that like within the past month, and I thought it was super super inspirational. And Steph Curry's completely changed the game. Obviously, so has Tom Brady. But the 2018 flawless. I mean, I really like that card.
Good choice. That is a super nice card. It's got part of the Warrior, like the bridge and the Warriors logo on it. So that's pretty cool. But for me, I know I can't pick the Curry. I definitely choose between the Curry and the Matthews, but I got to take the Austin Matthews. This is a very, very big and important Young Guns rookie card in the hockey card market. It's the exclusives number out of 100 in 2016. There was likely just the exclusives of 100 silver foil, which is short print from EPAC, and then the high gloss of 10. You're talking about 3 parallels for a card that is extremely important. That is so scarce compared to what we see in football, basketball, baseball. And then PSA 10 on top of it, only 11 PSA 10s out of the 100 that have been made. That's extremely, extremely rare. And it's at 62.50 right now. I think that card's huge, especially with him now becoming the highest paid hockey player, which is still crazy. We were talking about this 13.5 million for the most expensive hockey player. I'm pretty sure TJ Hawkinson just signed for $17 million a year as a tight end in the NFL. And Austin Matthews, American, plus 60 goals in the season. Not this past season, but the year before. He definitely needs a bounce back year here. But it's a really nice card. I'm a big fan of that one. So let us know what y'all would take between the Curry, Matthews, and Brady.
Here's my thing though, is like I have to be into the card to want to buy it. That card looks too much like a base card. Obviously, I'm not a big hockey guy, but it's just like I don't know. For such a rare card, if I like just didn't know much about hockey and I like glanced by it, I wouldn't think it's anything big.
Yeah, they definitely hide the parallels. It says the high gloss, I think at least has like a foil rainbow effect on. This one from 2016 just has UD exclusives across, there in the middle. Now most of them I believe have got like red on it in some capacity. Like I look up the Cole Caulfield. I am like 99% sure that there's some type of I'm gonna just flip the screen here quick. Oh, I actually can't find it. Either way, I think there's like red on it. There we go. So that's the checklist, but the normal ones aren't red. So they did change it a little bit from what 2016 was. But yeah, I do agree with you. It is pretty hard to distinguish. All right. Next up, what do we have here? We got 3 football ones here. 3 football ones. So all are up for picking. We've got this pretty crazy. This is Jim Everett. It's a PMG from 1997 football. Look in the background here. You've literally got a chopper up in the top left corner. It's pretty wild. And then it looks like a submarine boat almost on the left side, but that's a green PMG. You got the Daniel Jones PSA 9 NTRPA of 99 for 4,600, which just seems crazy to me. And then you've got the Patrick Mahomes 1/1 laundry tag BGS 9. Honestly, I'm not like crazy for any of these cards, but I think that I do go first. Goodness gracious. I literally think I like am forced to take the Daniel Jones here because this PMG really doesn't mean much to me. I know a lot of people do like the PMG greens and stuff, but to me, honestly, Jim Everett means nothing to me. And then the Mahomes, I'm not really a fan of laundry tags that are likely just event worn or player worn, which it is.
Isn't that ridiculous how much money that is for something he might have just like put on and taken off?
Or the Mark Ingram Classic Stack 50 jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Daniel Jones, which is stupid, I think, because it's way too much money. But I'll take the Daniel Jones at least because it's the National Treasures RPF 99. You know, people are looking for it. You know, if Daniel Jones does well this year, that people will want to buy it. So that's really why I take it.
Good pick. I don't know what I would do out of these three, anyways. But I would probably just go with. Okay, I'm gonna show my age here because like I don't really know who Jim Everett is, but I'm gonna go with that card because it's just a PMG and it's super sick and the background looks cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have the most knowledge of Jim Everett. I actually thought that he possibly was like on TV as like an analyst or something, but I'm not sure if that's true. Um, Either way, I also don't know much. So you say you're gonna take them home just because you know who he is?
No. I'll take the Everett because it's a cool card.
Oh, there's me zone out. You're gonna take it because it's a cool card. I like
I'll
it.
take it. I mean, like the background's sick, and I love
Yeah,
PMGs. I'm
nah,
definitely not taking a player worn Mahomes for $5,000.
yeah, for real. Nah, it is a cool card. It's definitely a cool card. All right, here we go. This is probably gonna be. We'll do this. I think this will be our last one here. So we've got Jordan Love, National Treasures patch auto of 99. Jackson Holiday, Blue Refractor auto number of 150 PSA 10, and Ellie De La Cruz, Blue Refractor auto number of 150 PSA 1010. Julian, you can go first. Technically, you can pick football, but if you want it, I'll let you slide if you want to pick the Jordan Love to spite Jim Baker.
I was just gonna say it. I'd probably go with the Jackson Holiday. Uh, two two reasons. Number one, I think Jordan Love and Ellie De La Cruz's markets are way too overinflated or inflated. That was over and inflated are the same thing, but it's too inflated. And from what I've heard, Jackson Holiday is the real deal. Obviously, his dad played in the MLB, so I think that helps a lot. And he's a great player. So I think that's the easy choice for me.
It is the easy choice. Actually, you could spite Jim if you wanted to, but I just didn't want you to pick the Jackson Holiday. No, Jackson Holiday is insanely good. He's hitting like 400 right, or he was hit 400 this year in A ball. Then he got promoted to high A and hit 314. Now he's hitting 326 in double A with 3 homers as a 19-year-old, which is insane in his first full season of minor league baseball. It's crazy. He is so good. Blue Refractor auto 150 PSA 10. And yeah, that would have been my pick, but I can't choose it. There's no way I'm taking Ellie's. Well, actually, Jordan Love is you're saying. I actually think they are both in the same situation because I think either one's market with like 1 to 2 bad months could regress by like 50% very easily. I think I think I'll just go with the Jordan Love because the baseball season is ending pretty soon here. I don't know if the Reds are even going to make the playoffs or do any damage if they were to get in as a wild card. I think Jordan Love, at least I have a little bit more time to sell him if he has a couple good weeks into the season. But no matter what here, the 2 on the left or right, I'd probably be looking to sell within the next month as fast as possible. And then the Jackson Holiday, I would for sure be holding at least another year longer until he's into, threatening to get called up, which should be pretty soon next year at 20 years old, which is crazy. That Orioles team is loaded with young talent for sure. Too bad they have terrible owners, so that's unfortunate. But who already said that he won't be able to sign them all, I think, because he doesn't want to spend the money or something like that. So that's fun. I know. Imagine me, an Orioles fan, just looking always.
If you were the in-game announcer and you had said that, you would have been fired. You would have been like kicked out right away.
Yeah, I would have been banned from the stadium for life for sure. All right, that takes us right to 9:15 Central Time. So that brings us to our Who Be Buying presented by Julian. What do we got first up this week? What's the first card?
Who Be Buying, sponsored by Slab Stocks. We'll start off with a Kyler Murray 2019 National Treasures RPA at a 99.
All right, I'm pulling it up right now. Wow, it's at $2,000 right now.
So like this is obviously a lot of money for a card and for a player. I'm taking more of the player perspective. Kyler Murray tore his ACL. He's coming back from that. So I think the earliest he can come back is week 5.
I can't see it though. He turned in like December. That'd be crazy if he came back that fast.
Yeah, so like obviously they said like that's the earliest. Realistically, it's probably not going to be until like week 8. That Cardinals team looks really, really bad. So like, why would you bring him back or rush him back if they're doing really terrible? If I'm the Cardinals, I'm just tanking and trying to get Caleb Williams. Not a good situation for the Cardinals. Not a good situation for Kyler Murray. I would stay as far away from Kyler Murray, in my opinion. Obviously, once again, this is just my opinion. Um, but yeah, not. I don't know. Understand why you'd want to buy a Kyler Murray right now.
Yeah, BGS 9 sold about 2 weeks ago for $4,320 right here. So we can already expect this card to reach somewhere around $4,000 tonight. I have to agree that there's no way that this Cardinals team that traded away basically all their players that mattered, or at least that were going to be effective, have Kyler Murray, who's hurt, so they have a reasonable excuse to not play him. Why would they not tank and take Caleb Williams and trade Kyler Murray for whatever they can get and get that contract off their books? The way that teams are winning now, it's very clear. Get a rookie quarterback or a really, really good young quarterback that's on a rookie contract and try to compete immediately with a very sound team around him. And the Cardinals would not be able to achieve much around Kyler Murray, I feel. And not to say they'd be set up to compete right away with Caleb Williams even, but at least it gives them a chance to like get 2 years to maybe put some pieces around him and try to contend before like his huge deal would come up,
Yeah, and not to mention, I don't know how it's gonna. Well, obviously, we don't think the Cardinals are gonna do very good, but there's that clip of the Cardinals coach talking to the team, and that guy could not motivate me to like do anything.
That's funny. Not motivate you to not take a nap after the Burbank card show because Julian's too tired.
He couldn't motivate me to open like a plastic bag.
That's funny. Another piece to think about the Cardinals is that they actually are going to own like probably like the top 5 pick in the draft because of the Texans pick that they got for trading down this past year for the Texans to take Will Anderson. So they realistically could take Marvin Harrison Jr. and start Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. on the same rookie deals and have them like progress together. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
For sure.
All right, what's next up?
All right. This one's crazy to me. These are all football cards, and I just realized that, but it's not intentional. A Jalen Hurts 2020 Immaculate dual jersey. Okay, this one that's not associated with anything is $320. For all you know, this jersey could have been like taken off the shelves of Dick's, cut up, and put into this card. It just I don't know. My little thing that we put if I could put across the screen, I would do it. Make sure you're reading and doing your research with the cards if you're looking at it, because looking at the card, it's a cool card, but obviously I know with the year, like the years where they were like kind of not able to do the game used or like they stopped doing it. And this card is definitely one of them. And $320 before buyer's premium, which is going to be over $400 if it ends now with buyer's premium. It's kind of shocking. Respectfully.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. I'm sure you could find some sort of Jalen Hurts rookie autograph in some capacity. Not saying from Immaculate, but I'm sure you could find something out there. Yeah, some even like you can get like some absolutes or even a mosaic auto PSA 9 you can get for like $330. Like something like that I just think is a little bit better use of the money than this.
Yeah. Matthew Johnson makes a good point because I know Caleb Williams said this, like there's rumors that he might just stay for another year if it's like a team who he doesn't want to play for. Do you think I feel like the Cardinals could be potentially desirable if they have another top pick and they like show their intentions to.
Yeah, I think if they got the other top pick, I think that there's great reason for him to want to play there. What I'll say is this, is that the NIL stuff definitely changed the perspective outlook on this. Like some of these players can make more money in college than their first, not NFL. NFL, I'm sure if you get like $10 million as the first overall pick or something like that, I think, per year. But at least it makes you think for a second, probably with the amount of money that they can make now NIL versus making zero, where you definitely want to turn down going pro. I don't think that happened. I mean, that'd be crazy to not go when you're the surefire number one overall pick. A million things can happen the next year and can change your career outlook.
I agree. We'll go to the last card. Every week I try to bring in a parallel that I'm just like, what is this? So this one is a Tom Brady 2022 Contenders Optic Legitness. I can't, like, what is this?
Is this an insert? Is an insert?
Yes. So, wait, did I say parallel? I meant
Yeah.
insert. Number one, I was looking at this. I didn't think it spelled legitness. I was trying to figure out what it spelled because the I and the T are like together, so it kind of looks like an N or an M.
Yeah.
So I had to look at the label to see like what it spelled, and then just like all the colors and just oh gosh, everything. I just kind of just looks like you eat like one of those like yogurts, like rainbow yogurts, and you just throw them on.
It looks like one of those tricks.
Tricks, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you were like stir it up and then like for some reason it turns brown or something like that.
Oh my gosh. And then there's around him, it kind of looks like it's like smudges or something. I don't know what's going on with this card, but I knew I had to include this in this week's one. So I'll be bringing those inserts that I think are trash to the segment.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this is technically like a dictionary word. I'm trying to Google it to figure it out. I don't think it's a word in the dictionary. Like it's on like Urban Dictionary and like Wiktionary and stuff, but not like legitimate like Merriam-Webster type of thing. It says it's slang, property of being legit. Cool.
Okay, so add that to the list of things. It's not a real word.
It says a synonym is coolness. Well, this is definitely not cool.
Oh gosh.
Now, I've never seen this before. Now, this is my first time ever seeing this parallel. That is pretty crazy.
You've never seen it, and I wish I had never seen it.
Yeah, thanks for ruining all of our nights now. No, I'm just messing around. That it's always a fun one doing the who be buying from Julian. Obviously it's all fun and games. Everyone buys and collects what they want. So don't, like Julian said, it's all his own opinions, and it's just fun to look at cards and stuff. But there are a bunch of cards that we will be talking about that we are excited about, as we already have been throughout the show tonight. And who out there saw Jason Dominguez's first major league at bat? Was a home run, not only a home run, but a home run off of Justin Verlander, one of the best pitchers ever. It looks like so far he's got hit in each of his games so far. Wow. Tonight, literally an hour ago, he just hit a go-ahead 2-run home run. 2 home runs in his first 3 games. Yeah, his cards are definitely going to be going quite crazy here. We're looking at this 2020 Bowman Chrome Blue Refractor Auto out of 50. This is a PSA 9. The last one is sold for $18.50 on August 30th. Looks like card letter estimated value already says it should be $500 higher than that, so it should be around $2,300 right now. So if anyone's looking to like maybe get Jason Dominguez on a deal, that Blue Refractor out of 150 PSA9 is at a pretty good price right now. Not to say it couldn't double in price easily, extended bidding, but I do want to call it out here. For 1 year, Bowman Sapphire did this thing where they included the autographs instead of making them a cracked ice effect. They just put Sapphire underneath the Bowman logo. So this is very difficult to tell. This is not numbered out of 150. So if you're looking at this card, it's not the real Bowman Chrome Blue Refractor autograph numbered out of 150. This card looks very similar to this card, but they are a little bit different. Right there, and right under the logo says Sapphire, and it's not numbered out of 150. So just letting everyone know in case you did not know that before. All right. We've got 5 minutes right now until the first extended bidding window closes. There's a super crazy Pele auto ending tonight from 2017 Immaculate on-card auto. There's not many Pele on-card autos out there. From Nobility in 2017, there's some, but not really many other ones for sure. So that's a really good one for soccer fans out there. There's very little time right now for me to breeze through this auction, see if there's anything I do want to extend, as I did favorite a lot of different things. I really like this Shohei Gold out of 5. Julian, anything you're seeing out there that you like tonight? I know we kind of did the who be buying, but anything that you were a fan of?
Once again, I was mainly focusing on going through everything and seeing stuff that I wanted to include. But as you're going, I might select stuff. I saw some more Alex Albon stuff, which obviously 2020 Dynasty, which is
Yeah,
like probably the third week in a row that I feel like there's been Alex Albon like stuff. And
yeah.
big fan of him. Grand Prix this weekend. I think he finished seventh, which is very good result for him in that car.
Yeah, he did really well. Also for those superfractor fans out there, I love me some superfractors. This is a really cool finest die cut. It's the Prodigy's insert Bryce Harper, who has been unbelievably hot recently. Of course, our Brewers blew a game today to the Phillies, which was not fun to watch. Thanks to Wade Miley in the seventh, but we move on. Also, I really thought you were going to include this one tonight, Austin Reeves.
I saw it, but it's a rookie out of 10,
I know.
and that boy is cold, so I can't. Austin Reeves, that guy's cold.
He has only had 2 buckets in like the last 2 USA games I've seen. So
Oh.
start getting some more buckets, man. We lost to Lithuania.
Yeah, but we already qualified for the next round, so like
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure that they were just which is still unacceptable for like even we play bench players should be killing them, but yeah.
I'm a huge fan of this insert right here. This is the numbered out 79 Panini Gala. Some of these early like 2012, 13, 14, 15 Panini insert sets that they've done, really nice cards. This actually is part of the base set, I think. In all the base set was numbered out 79, I believe. But yeah, it's a really big card. It's not his rookie. I don't think they had Gala his rookie year, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a very big card.
It's crazy to see what he like his physique and what he looked like when he joined
Oh,
the
I
league
know.
and what he is now. Like, can you imagine like a Wemby like bulks up like that? Like that'd be problematic.
Yeah, now to be fair, Wemby would shoot way worse than he does now if he did bulk up.
Yeah, like
A lot.
Giannis at the
Like
free throw line.
Giannis had a very nice shot form prior to
Yeah.
getting absolutely jacked.
Yes.
Um
My favorite clip is him shooting where it's like clean and they say his name completely wrong.
the
I
Heat
forgot what he said. It was like
onto Tokumbu or
yeah, Antetokounmpo. Yeah, oh,
so
Antetokounmpo. That's what it was.
to
And I
be
was
fair,
like,
when he was a rookie, I think that I read someone say that the Nigerian pronunciation of his name before they switched it was actually that. So there's I know that it's a funny clip and stuff, but I honestly think that the guy probably was reading something he was given by someone, that because he was a rookie that year. Like no one really knew who he was likely, other than
yeah.
obviously he's drafted in 15th. Oh my gosh, Nick, the amount of calories you have to eat to gain that much muscle, I can't even imagine. Shoot, there's 45 seconds left. This is no buen. We spent too much time talking about Antetokounmpo or whatever.
Antetokounmpo.
Really nice N'Golo Conte card in here for anyone that's a fan of Chelsea. Don't want to talk about them right now, but
I can't talk either, so you
bruh,
look out when you guys lose and then we lose too
I need
because
to
I'm
find this
quiet.
card. If this card ends and I don't get a bid on it, I'm gonna be seriously disappointed. Oh, okay, we're extended. We're all good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like a golden nugget card. I love those. All right, well, talk too much and then some cards then. That is what it is. But there's a few here at the bottom that maybe we're gonna definitely do a giveaway tonight. Be on the lookout for that. There's a Botas SP in here. It's crazy. I don't know if there's any big Bowman fans in here, but the fall off for Jordan Groshans, I haven't really tracked what he's been doing. All I know he's on the Marlins, but this card was probably holy smokes. One of these things sold for $544 May of 2021. Goodness
What
gracious.
happened? He just fell off.
Yeah, I mean, he got traded from the Blue Jays to the Marlins at one point, but like he must have fell off super badly just in general. I mean, I haven't like checked in on really anything he's done. Let's see what his baseball reference page says. He has basically played. He's not even in the. He hasn't even played this year in the MLB. Last year he played 17 games, had 262 average. I wonder if he got hurt like really badly or something. It's just kind of odd. It's not he played terribly. I'm not sure if there's any Declan Rice cards ending tonight, but yeah, game winner for Mr. Declan Rice, their big money signing. Did you see this Erling Haaland goal that 50 ending tonight?
I did not know. That's a
Love me those
cold
stadium
photo.
clips.
Cold
Yeah.
photo.
Also, I was going to bring it up in the stream because I saw a different card that was of Holland and Bellingham. I know that Dortmund's like game for a long time has obviously been buying players and reselling them for profit, and they've done it very well for a number of players between. I mean, there's ones before this, obviously, but even like just recently, Pulisic, Sancho, Holland, Bellingham, Adeyemi, a few others, whatever. Or no, Adeyemi they bought, excuse me. But either way, like imagine the type of team that they'd have if they actually had the odd, like the chance to retain these guys. It'd be insane.
It's always been the big what if, because like even last year when they were contending for the Bundesliga title, it's like what if they kept like Jude and the core guys and then kept bringing in more people. It's just impressive that they're able to compete week in and week out with like the squad constantly changing, and like what if they could keep their guys? It's always going to be
So is it
interesting. It
that?
goes back to like Lewandowski played for Dortmund.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the guy I was
him,
thinking of.
like if they kept like a bunch of like the bigger guys, it would be pretty crazy.
Julian, so tell me this: like, is this because they physically cannot pay the wages that these players would demand, or is it because the players are demanding changes because they want to go to a bigger club?
I think it's because Bayern's dominated the division for so long that they know it's going to be hard to beat them. And so, like, say one person wants to stay, they're like, the odds of everybody else staying, it's just too hard of a thing to try and convince everybody else to stay. And obviously, the Bundesliga is a big league, but it's the prospect of playing in like the Premier League or La Liga is probably bigger. And then the guys that are the best on the or on Borussia Dortmund, Bayern has always just come in and snatched them and paid them more. So I think it's just more so it's just how it's been. And for that to change, it would take so much. And I guess I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, it's pretty much a like a very, I don't know, it's just like a stuck in their like kind of life cycle thing. It's like that's what
Yeah,
they
it's
this is
they
what they
kind of
do.
just accepted it, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just how it is, I guess.
I mean, I would have loved to see like kind of all these players hitting their peaks on that team and winning all those titles, but I get it, right? Like other than Bayern, there's not much competition. I mean, obviously Leipzig has some decent teams here and there.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up, trying to think of all the biggest players that have left. Obviously, Lewandowski. That's why I have so much respect for Marco Royce.
Yeah, he's been there his whole career.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, if they had kept like Dembele, Bellingham, Sancho, Pulisic, Aubameyang, Holland, uh, Gundogan, like their team would have been pretty crazy.
Right. Yeah, that'd be nuts. Totally nuts. Kind of like that Holland action on gold. It's a nice card. What's up, SCP? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, wow, that's really bad stats. Incognito on Jordan Groshans. Really bad. And the first or the second extended bidding window has closed. There's a really nice Nick Bosa card in the auction. Neon Orange Pulsar Select Field Level Rookie. For any 49ers fans out there.
I do quite like that. Pay the man.
Is he holding out right now?
I don't think he's like he's not going to like camp and stuff, but it's not to the point where it's like so bad that they're like not talking to each other. But it's like I don't understand. We haven't signed him yet. Apparently they're like a couple million off between the
Bro.
two, but they seem very calm about it, which is kind of crazy.
So this isn't like a Chris Jones situation with the Chiefs where like Kelsey's like pleading him to come back to camp.
No,
Right now.
no, like Shanahan's talked and he's like, yeah, we're gonna get it done, or like, yeah, it's very strange because I'm like, you obviously should just pay him whatever he wants because he's so good.
Yeah.
But it is bizarre why it's taken this long to do it. So hopefully we're closing in on that because yeah. I think part of the point was whether he's going to become the highest paid player at his position or the highest paid player or highest paid defender. So I think like they're willing to pay him as the highest paid position and like he's trying to get highest paid defender. So
Who's the highest paid defender right now? Is it Aaron Donald?
Probably.
Yeah, but isn't that like at least close enough to his position? I know he's like an outside rusher, right? Bosa versus interior, but
Yeah.
still, I mean,
Yeah, it's Donald who's 31.6 per year.
interesting. I got this same Corbin Carroll right here. This one's number out of 20, but I get the purple out of 10. I do own this card, so I'm gonna maybe talk down a little bit, even though I don't own it. But I do not like how they choose images of these guys bunting when they're such good hitters. This happened with Sal Frelick on a Sapphire card also. Like, why is Corbin Carroll bunting? The guy's like a 285 hitter, like very good hitter, and he's
That's what
bunting.
they need him for, bunting.
Come on, man. I know it's just so unappealing to the eye. Also, why is this Bailey Zappi continuing to get bids? He's on like the practice squad.
I don't think they realize that.
Yeah.
That's gonna always confuse me.
How much
In years to come. I'm gonna be like Bailey Zapp. You remember that whole thing?
how much do you think this card was selling for even, let's say, 2 weeks ago? What do you think?
$70.
Yeah, it was around like a $70 card. If you go back to last February, it was a $100 card, I think.
Oh my!
Yeah. It's at 26 now, which still seems a little high for a practice squad guy, no?
The real question is are the Patriots gonna sign another quarterback to their active
They
roster?
didn't they
Oh,
already?
Matt Corral.
Yeah.
Okay, well they have two QBs now.
So do you think that more people are buying um what's his face?
Mac Jones.
Yeah, because of this. Because I feel like for the longest time it was like, oh, there's kind of a threat there behind them, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure. Because like, is Matt Corral going to challenge him? Probably not.
Yeah.
But I'm sure people are buying it because there's not as much competition. It's more so there's not so much competition as it is like he's a fantastic quarterback. Um, but who knows what's going on with the Patriots? If Bill Belichick decided to cut him like next week, would I be surprised? No, because Bill Belichick just does whatever he wants.
That's kind of how it goes, right? How old is that guy? He's still coaching?
He's got to be like 70.
Yeah,
71.
what do you say?
71.
Wow. I kind of want to grab this Bryce Harper 2013 Museum Collection, the second year game used patch auto, numbered out of 50. It's $135. The same exact card sold for $252 back in May. Bryce Harper has been on fire recently, but he is not really getting the coverage. Okay, he did go for 12 in his last 3 games, all against the Brewers. Just saying. But before that, he was having like a crazy 2 week stretch, and everyone's kind of looking at Julio and Mookie Betts who are having, and Ronald Acuna Jr. And Harper is coming back right with the Phillies, maybe in time to make a run in the NL, but hopefully not. As I'm a Brewers fan, and we're Brewers fans, but I mean, it just seems too cheap for a second year game use patch on to Bryce Harper, that's for sure. Oh shoot, that was a really nice trout there. Actually, I think I missed one earlier, unless it's still going. Buying Trout's an interesting situation because he's down so much right now. I really wish I looked for this though. This was a really nice. Oh, that was a really nice one. That's a red refractor out 25 from 2014 Topps Chrome color match. That's a very, very good card. I think that ended super low.
He's
maybe
not,
not low.
he's not bunting though, so we don't care.
Maybe not low for what the current market is, but dang, I'm really upset right now. I missed that. 264 for that card seems amazing. It would definitely be a card you'd want to like hold until next year, though. Like he's probably not playing all the rest of this year with them out of the playoffs. Like, what's the point? But that was a sick one. And then that light blue one just ended. I guess take my pick, and I'm going with Bryce Harper in this situation. TB Incognito got a good one patch of Aaron Rodgers and Steve Wozniak. And Big John won a Darth Vader Return of the Jedi BGS 9.5. And what's up to Peg Jung? Good to see you. Julian, what are your thoughts on Liam Lawson's first 2 races of his career? They got a Sapphire Future Stars PSA 10 here.
I was very impressed with him last week, coming in and seeing what he did. I don't know how he finished today though. I'm assuming he didn't. He didn't get any points. I know that. Uh, just shy of getting points. He finished 11th.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm quite impressed with him. I wanted him to get a shot. I wasn't complaining that Daniel Ricciardo came back because who doesn't like some Danny Rick? But I wanted the AlphaTauri spot should be, in my opinion, for a younger driver, and Liam Lawson getting a shot is great. But also I'm excited for Daniel Ricciardo to come back. But at this point, it's really looking like Daniel Ricciardo might just be taking Sergio Perez's spot.
Yeah, I mean, I do think I agree with you. AlphaTauri should be for like the younger drivers. Like Lawson already should have had an opportunity at this point, I feel. Even before Nick DeVries did. But it was Nick Nax, Lawson, Sapphire right there, and also the auto. I did see it, the auto was up too. Hector, I hope you did a good time at Burbank. What was your favorite part about it? Let us know. And man, we're energized bunnies, other than when we have to take naps after a 5-hour show because we're too tired, like Julian.
What are you talking about? That was you. I was awake working.
I didn't take a nap. I was doing work. Tony's got a question for you, Julian. Read the question first.
What are your thoughts on Verstappen cards now with the streak he's on? I mean, you might not like the guy. I'm not a big fan of the person he is, but his cards are probably still going to be a great buy. For that to tank, it'd take something very, very extreme. I don't see Red Bull like someone competing with Red Bull, like not even like next year at this rate. There might be some teams it won't be as big of a gap, but I think Red Bull dominance will happen for a few years to come. So his cards are a smart go to, but yeah, I'm not the you have to respect that the athlete and what he's putting on. But I'm just not the biggest fan, but his cards are solid.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's won 10 straight wins, but in reality, like, is it that Max is so much better than Sergio Perez, or is it that Sergio Perez is so much worse than Max Verstappen? Julie, I don't know about you. I feel like you take Hamilton, Russell, even Leclerc or Lando and put them in the second Red Bull, and at least one of them would have won 1 to 2 to 3 races over the last 10.
Yeah.
Like Perez is constantly qualifying poorly and not really challenging at all.
Yeah. I like my conspiracy theories around that Red Bull team. And I will say he was competing with Max to the championship for the first 4 or 5 races until he made that comment. And now suddenly his car, he can't seem to do well. So might be a mental thing. I'm not saying for sure, but would I be surprised if Red Bull, they might be missing a screw in that car? I would not be surprised. But yes, I am sure Lewis Hamilton would be able to keep up with him, and most drivers would be able to.
I don't know about most drivers. I think a few. You have, like, Max is obviously on a different level still, but better than Perez, to say the least.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure Alex Albon would give him a run for his money in a Red Bull.
The funny thing is he already was in a Red Bull, but also, he is way younger then and kind of got pushed out pretty quickly, honestly.
Tony says, does he have a chance to extend? Here, let me click on it. Does he have a chance to extend the streak to the Las Vegas F1? I would not be surprised. The only way that doesn't happen, honestly, is if someone runs into him, which I saw a bunch of memes about, like Ferrari wanting to win, so they had like signs crashing into Verstappen so Leclerc could win. But yeah, it's got to be some type of mechanical error, like he gets crashed.
Yeah, and they haven't had
any mechanical errors with Verstappen.
Yeah, how?
Like,
I mean,
come on, please.
Just about every single car at one point during a year, you kind of feel like that something happens. There's been one thing. 2 years ago, his freaking wheel fell off at the end of a race.
Yeah. Tony says, or will he even be there? Are you saying like he just won at that point, so they're just like throwing someone else into the car?
Yeah, he's like, nah, I think I'm good, guys. I don't need to race.
Watching from the stands. Knick-knack gremlins in the electrics for the number 2 car again. Yeah. But interesting situation. Let's just say that, because I think he won today by like 10 or 11 seconds.
I mean, he's beat Perez by about 10 plus seconds in every single race that's happened, I think.
Yeah.
Or at least recently. recently. Obviously, Perez won 2 at the beginning of the year, as you pointed out.
Yeah.
Dude, this is a huge, huge price on this Mbappe right here. This is the gold auto of 10 PSA 9. Very, very nice card. You know, the auto situation for Mbappe is an interesting one. You've got a few options. Like, obviously, now you have a lot more sticker auto options, but for on card, you're either looking at the Topps Chrome PSG, which was the first autographs of his to release, or you're looking at the National Treasures autographs in the French kit or the Eminence autos. Julian, if you had to pick, um, let's say you had to pick an out of 10 from the Topps Chrome, the NT Vertical, or the Eminence, which one would you pick? Like, let's just say money aside, because the Topps Chrome Gold out of 10 is just going to sell for more because it's a gold refractor. It'll sell for the most. But money aside, which one do you rather have?
Are you talking all from like 2022 or like?
No, he only has the NT auto like this, the Eminence auto from World Cup set, or like the Topps Chrome PSG on card auto, the only one he has.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Remember the Topps Chrome's in PSG kit, so I don't know if
Yeah.
that makes the change for you.
Yeah. I'd probably go with Eminence. I really like how those cards look. The on card auto. I'm not the biggest fan of these National Treasures cards. And then as you pointed out, the PSG. Uh, you never know what's going to happen in the next couple months with that whole PSG thing. So obviously, the go safe option is probably in the French kit.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I would agree that the safe option is going with one of the French kit. Eminence are really nice cards. And you're looking at like a lower print on the base set of those. Here you've got like a 65 on the base set, 25. Those are 10 out of 5 and 1 of 1. I do like the Topps Chrome cards. I'm just a sucker for Topps Chrome autos, but I think the PSG thing's a little bit of a worry. You know, a lot of his autographs were kind of like weird, bubbly, smudgy, whatever you want to say. I actually think I'll agree with you. I actually had the Eminence for like 2 hours at a show one time before Jordan then bought it for me. And I've had that and the Topps Chrome autos in hand. I think I'd go with the Eminence. It's a really nice looking card with the red color behind it too. And the French kit's, you know, red with some blue or blue with red accents. So that'd be cool. Nice SCP guy, Cole Caulfield Dazzlers PSA 10 rookie. Good job. In the middle of trying to win a giveaway right now, Derek Jeter. Julian the other day was asking me about Topps High Tech, and you did not know what the set was before like 2 days ago, right?
I was asking you about it.
I think you brought up something about Topps High Tech or Bowman High Tech or something because you were looking like a Brady or something. Maybe not.
I don't think that was me, but yes, I don't know what it is. So, Aaron, please inform us.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, they made Topps High Tech for football, Bowman High Tech for baseball for a little bit, Topps High Tech for baseball for a little bit. It's not a set anymore, but it's kind of like clear acetate cards. I've got different colors and such going through them. So it's the Derek Jeter that hopefully we got for a giveaway, but I did just get extended on that card. And shout out, I did get the Garrett Mitchell. This is the like die cut golden nugget number out 49. Kind of fun $50 card there. And then that's not first Bowman, but I don't think he has a nugget for the first Bowman set. And then I don't know, $55 for an NT RPA of Cole Kmet. I don't think that's really a bad risk right there.
No, you never know.
You never know. Scores 2 touchdowns in the game. That bad boy's getting flash auction, especially with all that Justin Fields hype.
He had 544 yards and 7 touchdowns last season. So,
like, that's a good year. $55 for an NTRPA of 99. Okay, I'll take it. I'm not
you never know.
Crazy for the National Treasures cards, but compared to what other cards sell for, you might as well go for it. Big Peyton Manning collecting base out there, probably battling this one out, especially as it's an Indianapolis Colts card. Versus like the Denver Broncos cards that were kind of towards the end of his career. Black Finite, one of them from 2021 Prisms at $4,500.
Jay, I don't know if I'm able to help you with this one, buddy. At what number should I give up on the 1890 low grade Edison SGC 1.5 since there are other cards I still want? Jay, I'll say trust your gut.
Look at that. What was this? 1890?
I'd say it's no Titanic card, but it's probably still cool.
I can't even start to begin to tell you any advice on this. None.
Phonographer. Graffin. Oh, look. Oh, just got bid.
Just got a bid. Hector's calling a Lions upset on the Chiefs on Thursday for the football kickoff. Julian, what do you say?
It could happen. That Lions team. I know I was talking about the Cardinals coach being very unmotivating earlier. Dan Campbell could make me run through a wall, and he obviously has a bunch of players who are very into his message. Up and coming team. I could see it happening. So can't count out them Lions, but we all know Patrick Mahomes will probably throw for like 4 or 5 touchdowns.
Probably. This Judge Superfractor odds at $12,500, even as like an insert, kind of not really a base card. Well, it is, but it's an all-star game versus like the actual top scoring rookie. There's still a lot of money. Julio Rodriguez from Gildan is 199. BGS 9 is at 220. That one's kind of interesting. I'm pretty sure that our players in the set aren't like sepia colored as well. I'm not really sure why he is in this set. Caicedo of 8 PSA 10 has looked really solid, other than like 2 really costly mistakes. So I guess you can't really be solid if you've had 2 critical mistakes. But he's been good outside of losing us a nice game and a half or so.
Yeah.
Word from SCP is that Jason Dominguez cards are finishing strong tonight. Also, I know that Jalen Williams is like a good NBA player. But is Jalen Williams a good basketball card market player is the question. Because that's a lot of money.
And it's not even a straight gold. It's a gold shimmer.
So he had 14 points per game on 52% field goal, 4 rebounds, 3 assists as a rookie, 1.4 steals. I mean, that is good. And he's on a good young Thunder team. But that's still it's like so much money.
Yeah. I think we were mentioning the other day, for you to be the only time like the second and third best option get looks is if it's a top team. Thunder, most likely, in all honesty, are not going to be still a like top team this year. And like what? He's probably like the 5th player to go to. Like you got SGA, you got Chet, who else you got? You got Giddy, you got Dort. Like it's just kind of far down.
Yeah, I would say like he's definitely below the top 3 options. From like even a fan perspective sense. Gosh, that card's so nice. I love me some Heritage Gold refractors. I'm about to go look and see if this thing sold recently and probably be sad I didn't buy it. That was $17.50 at the start of the season. I am sad. I should have been paying more attention, but still, it's a lot of money. But it's a very, very nice card, of course. Trying to win this giveaway, please. Derek Jeter, 8 seconds away. 8 seconds. Dude, there were so many gold cards. You just walk up and down the aisles, gold kabooms, gold prisms, gold this. I saw this guy's case. Knick-knack, you and I are definitely going back and forth on that card. If you bowed out, I might win it on this next one. It might have just been you and me that were left. There we go. Got the giveaway. Derek Jeter out of 99 from High Tech. But Julian, I saw this case. Do you see the case that was full of NFL shields? Like 2 cases full of NFL 1-of-1 shields. Do you see them?
I think so, yeah.
Pretty sick. I saw this person's baseball case. I had so many cool Dynasty patch autographs. So like Ken Griffey Jr., Derek Jeter, Ichiro, just some amazing stuff in there that's actually going to be in the vlog that's going to go live probably Tuesday of this week. But yeah, I hope you all watch that because there's some crazy stuff that we highlight in there. You got the daily Julian updates as we're walking down the street, asking what he's feeling. But Hector said saw half a case of all black fights. Makes my cards feel like crap. Well, Hector, here's the deal. Not everyone, has to collect the same way or enjoy the same cards. And, just because someone else has got some crazy stuff, don't let it discourage you for sure. Because, you walk into a room like Burbank and the National, and there's going to be crazy cards. But remember, there's a lot of tables that have cards just like you too. So it's all about finding those groups of people you can connect with. And Julian, I think you've done a great job of that with soccer community and F1 community, finding people you relate to and stuff. And how was the soccer training? You like that?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Got to meet up with a bunch of the guys that obviously I've talked with a bit the past couple of years. Saw them at the national, so it was nice catching up with everybody. It's a very nice tight knit community. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I have to go to Real Music's comment because I'm kind of confused because he said, "Huh? Okay, y'all tripling. Are you talking about the Williams card? This ain't baseball or soccer." I think Real Music is saying that's a good buy potentially.
Real music. Are you saying that Jalen Williams is a good buy? I know that people in the basketball card market spend money differently when it comes to some of these prospects and gold prism cards, but I think I'm still missing the point, maybe.
Yeah.
Julian, your favorite card ever here, this laundry
Oh
tag,
my god.
$7,250
Oh my gosh.
from Origins. Not
That's
real, but
that's crazy.
SCP, I need you to clarify, how did you attend the Burbank card show virtually? I'm just curious. Was someone like running like a live event? You could like join and kind of see the different tables. Because I actually saw some decent hockey, not like a ton. Okay, maybe like a few showcases sporadically in there. So yeah, definitely not a ton. Not like at the Toronto Expo. But there's a few hockey cards in the video that we're putting up. Angie said, "Which athlete at the show is everybody buying?" Julian, you wrote about one player in the newsletter.
Justin Herbert seemed to be a big guy. Going into it, I guess as much just because he's plays for the Chargers, but everyone still seems to be buying him, and his stuff seems really hot. So let's hope he has a great season because if he doesn't, I know a lot of people are gonna lose some money.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely was like a quarterback frenzy there. Hector just pointed out too. Football rules hobby, it seems, from showcases. There was a lot of football there. There's a lot of people where you'd walk around and kids were looking for Jalen Hurts and Trevor Lawrence and stuff. It's a very interesting game, the football card market, because there's so few players that matter. And the buying is consolidated so much that it's like there's more people that are looking for the same players than there are cards available in some cases, like at a card show, or at least maybe nice ones or affordable ones or deals or whatever. So it was pretty competitive for the football cards, but remember, the season kicks off in 4 days. We are going to see, as we see in all other sports, this is every sport included, a lot of cards trend down once the season starts. There's going to be a few winners, but there will be mostly losers. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm just saying how it is from watching year over year over year over year over year. But like last year, Jalen Hurts was a huge winner. So anyone that bought Jalen Hurts absolutely dominated. Mahomes obviously had a great year as well. But I just want people to know, if you have football and you're holding, be prepared to not have every single quarterback work out, and be prepared to, sell when the iron's hot. I'd say strike when the iron's hot. Because I think that there will be definitely some losses out there at different points. I did get the Bryce Harper though, so Nick, just so you know, it didn't go anywhere else. It went here. This is more of a short-term thing. I think he's playing super well. I just don't think maybe people have really realized it yet because of the media attention, and maybe the Phillies do make a little bit of noise in the playoffs. And, like last year, his cards got really hot in the playoffs. Oh, Julian, we got to look this up. I forgot to point this out. Oh, wait, what? That Daniel Jones PSA 8, like, fully caught up to the PSA 9.
That's bizarre.
There was like, dude, it was like a $4,000 gap when I looked earlier today. I'm pretty sure the PSA 8 was sitting at like $400. I was like, okay, first of all, that doesn't really make any sense with the PSA 9s at like 4K. But now we're looking at 5.7 to 5K. That's really interesting. And then how about one of your Hoobie buy-ins? Let's look what the Kyler Murray ended at.
With the PSA 8 and PSA 9, it's usually like the PSA 8 just has a sicker patch. So I'm like, okay, I guess. But like the PSA 9 was probably better than that one.
Yeah, 4,080. So it did hit 4K, Julian.
Yeah.
Skydiv, that Jackson Holiday is super crazy cool. If you're talking about the blue refractor auto, very nice card. Don't forget, Derek Jeter giveaway is going to be coming up here soon tonight. The Mbappe is still rolling. It's at 6K. The Peyton Manning's at 4.8. We got a giveaway coming up to end the night. The Mbappe is actually the highest valued sports card remaining. Nick Nack, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. And yeah, Canada does rule hockey and shout puck drop show with Greg every Thursday or every other Thursday. So we got some Usain Bolt rookie action here. Julian, give me a guess on what you think this card, this Usain Bolt SI for kids, I think rookie sold for at the peak.
$8,000.
1,000?
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, that's a pretty good guess. 10,200. You ain't go over.
Wow.
Holy smokes, $10,200. That was March of 2021. Wow.
Not too big of a drop.
No, nothing crazy. A lot of Pokemon remaining here. If there's any TCG fans, a Tim Tebow auto. Have you watched the Untold Florida Gators thing yet?
No, but I heard it was pretty mediocre. Like they didn't address any of like the crazy stuff that happened on the team. They didn't talk about like a bunch of the other stuff that apparently everyone like wants. Like the whole reason people wanted to make like that time wanted to come was like to focus on. Wait, there's Team Tebow or there was a Florida one?
No, there was like the Untold one that just released. What's called Swamp Kings, and it was just about the Florida Gators in the 2000s.
Yeah, that's the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that like it really didn't touch on any of the controversy or any of the players that because I think it was like 50 of the players got arrested at some point in their career or like some point in their life. And like they just didn't talk about any of the crazy stuff that happened. So like I guess it wasn't really that accurate.
Yeah, and it was a 3-part series too, which is extensive for an Untold documentary. The Manti Te'o was 2.
Yeah. People were like waiting for the crazy stuff to like them talk about it, and I guess they never did. Which
is interesting because mostly, if not all, of the Untold documentaries I've watched have been unbelievably good.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of many of them, and I haven't watched that. The Johnny Manziel one, do you hear good things about? Like from like maybe not about what he just did.
Well, yeah, no, but that one definitely had some more like interesting stuff in it because like there are a bunch of like memes and stuff that came out because apparently he like the day before his like pro day, he like was super drunk and the receiver didn't show up. So they had like his agent and lawyer running routes.
Oh gosh.
He watched 0 hours of film. His rookie year, which is just like that's the type of stuff people are like trying to watch for because it just blows your mind.
Right.
And there's
anywho, I don't know how this is possible. It's 10:05 and there's not that many cards left here. So we're gonna have some slim pickings, and maybe you actually have a chance to pick the last one. Also, I just dropped the line for the giveaway. Everyone drop your number once again on that Derek Jeter giveaway. But Julian, you better pick a card here, and I gotta pick one too. Let's pick ones that have turned the green. I'm gonna go with this I'm gonna go with this Pokemon.
Oh my God.
Club.
That was literally the one that I was eyeing.
You taking the Pele? You taking the Jordan Nike poster?
I'll take the Jordan Nike poster.
That's a pretty sick thing right there. It's 1992 Nike poster. Sky Jordan, Michael Jordan, PSA 10.
You want to know something crazy though? I saw on Instagram like around the time the Johnny Manziel documentary came out, and this just continues to my Justin Fields hate. I think he has more 300-yard passing games than Justin Fields.
And that in the NFL.
Yes.
What?
Which is like bonkers. There's like 200 or 300.
Hitman's only played like 10 games.
Yeah, he played like a season.
He played 14 games in total, started 8.
For a guy that didn't do any studying, film studying, just better than Justin Fields.
Yeah, it's crazy. Dan says he's got that poster as a kid. Well, let's see here. Maybe Julian actually comes out on top. I mean, I'm already almost eliminated here. There's nope, I'm still in. There's only 6 things left in the auction.
I would just
Everyone
like
will,
to say that I was eyeing that Charizard for a while and you took it. So if it does well, I kind of get credit.
you should have called that before me then. 10:08 p.m. Central Time is when the giveaway will cut off, and then I'll start to log down the entries. 10:08 p.m. Central Time.
Yo, I'm in the final 4. This has never happened.
Yeah, because there's only like 12 cards remaining. In case anyone's wondering, the giveaway is for this Derek Jeter, the high tech number to have 99 from 2018. If you're wondering what the giveaway is for,
come on. Oh, the Pele got a bid.
should pick the Pele.
Jordan. Yes.
Oh.
No. Can I beat Aaron for once? Please. Please.
Yeah, I don't think you've even beat me yet, let alone pick the right card.
You haven't picked the right card.
Yeah, I have. Twice.
I don't remember that.
No, I'm out.
Wait, am I in the final 2?
Yeah, and I'm out.
Yo, let's go. Let's go, Jordan. Bid up that Michael Jordan. I don't know if you're here, but
Jordan definitely isn't here.
If the Michael Jordan wins, I'll give away one of Aaron's cards.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Thank you. The Garrett Mitchell, probably, right?
Come on.
Julian's sweating bullets right now.
What if they both end at the same time?
Means you win. You win. Very good branding. Johnny Manziel apparently opened a bar in College Station. SCP.
Oh no, the Paley got a bid.
Oh, you're done. You're done.
No. It's not over till it's over. Yes. Come on,
dude. Florida State crushed LSU.
What's crushed?
45-24.
Oh,
yeah, that's crushed.
And wasn't LSU ranked higher?
Yeah, they were 5, and they dropped 45 points on an SEC defense. Burn Travis, I think, had 3 touchdowns to the same guy. And like I said, of course, all my Jordan Travis is gone, I think. Yep, Tony says that's crushed, all right. Very much so. Travis was 342 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Oh, Oregon State dropped 42 points tonight also. I wonder if DJ had a massive
He had 5 touchdowns.
2 rushing. Dude, remember the trade-up challenge card I got?
Yeah.
I still have it.
Oh, no, Paley got a bid. Come on. Please.
He's done for.
No.
See, FSU, they were kind of like supposed to be good last year, then disappointed. He's done. He didn't win.
Wait,
done.
It's still going.
No. What is this?
Still going. We're still going, baby.
Are you kidding me? Got bid like what, the last half second?
And she's still singing.
Tony says, do we need to start taking Colorado seriously now? I mean, yeah, obviously they beat TCU, had a great offensive performance. Sanders, the quarterback, Deion Sun was insane. Hunter, that kid's a beast. I don't know if we're talking like college football playoff seriously, but like can beat any team seriously, probably. Who knows? I mean, it'll be very hard to tell until we're a couple weeks into the year, probably, if they're, top 10 worthy. But definitely not right now. I don't know what you mean by seriously, I guess, too. Maybe clarifying that would be nice. Exciting nonetheless, though. Crazy if you're like Travis had 5 touchdowns, must have 1 rushing. Beast. There's so many good quarterback performances this first week, but against number 5 is really impressive. I bet you his cards are flying. I wasn't even watching.
Let's go.
They both sold at the same time. This kid is taking a Mickey Mouse championship here. Taking a Mickey Mouse championship. He's dancing on stream now. Look at this. Mickey Mouse,
Thank
the
you very
fact that
much.
you
Thank
just
you very
won that
much.
when we picked the cards with like 10
Thank
left.
you very much. A win is win, baby.
By the way, do you have your Xbox at your apartment? Is it set up?
Yeah.
I was thinking about hopping to Duo after this.
I'm down.
All right. All right, here we go. We got the giveaway coming up. 1, 2. I need to pick this right. We're 85 episodes and never pick the right person. Adam.
I'm going with Menden Tushar, 19.
Joshua Leinbach is the winner. Adam, you got 24th. Sorry.
Yo, I got 7 though. Not bad. I cooked you twice today.
Hank, we'll see if I'm serious about that by the time I get back and everything. But if possible, yeah, maybe. We'll see. info@slabstocks.com. Joshua, please send us an email. Congratulations. You just won a Derek Jeter out of 99. Wait, wasn't this 85 tonight? Yeah, 85. Now I'm at 85, Tony. Don't go too far yet. Not 86 yet. Nick Nack got a Sapphire Trio PS9 and a Galactic of Chris Paul. Nice. And Hector says, hit that like button. Yes, please do hit that like button. More people will join our community here on Slab Stock Sundays if you do so, and we'd appreciate that a lot. Julian, thanks for joining me. Everyone, thanks for coming. Good weekend after Burbank Card Show. Everyone have a great Labor Day tomorrow. Enjoy your time. And we'll talk to you all next week for the Slab Stock Sundays episode number 86. But Tuesday, we're back for Topps Chrome Cosmic Baseball on the Fanatics Live app. So be sure to download the Fanatics Live app if you have not already to join us on there for best Cosmic Chrome prices you'll find. By far the best. All right. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all later.